Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so I already did all of this. I did the roll call. I talked about my day. I spoke about my day. I responded to everybody in the chat, and I wasn't even live. So I did all of that, and until I seen the message go across the screen, because I was at that moment, I was like, "Hey, cousin," and then I seen her. She put a text message going across the screen, and it said, "Hey, where are you?" I was like, "Where am I?" And then I looked, and I noticed that I wasn't live. So I was talking to myself the entire time. So good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I was early too. I was early. I did everything early. Everything was good until just now. Until just now, but it's all good. So I was talking about the weather. It's a little overcasty. The sun looks like it's trying to peek out. How's the weather where you are? It's starting to get warm. So it's time for me to get ready to get my garden together. I should have been like getting the structure together, because remember, I'm expanding the garden, and I also have to replace the fencing because the deer jumped in, and so I have to get more creative so that they can't get in there. I have to make it higher. And my friend said if I put pinwheels on the edges of the fence, that will distract the deer and they won't come in, or something like that. Well, I'm going to try that and see if it works, because they destroyed the garden at the tail end of growing season, but at harvest season, but they still messed it up. And so I have to go back and do everything over. Plus, since it's expanding, I'm going to have some trellises and some extra stuff. It's going to be amazing because I'm expecting a huge harvest this year. So I'm excited about that. So let me see who's in the building. Everybody, you already know what to do. As soon as you walk in the building, put "I'm blessed" in the chat, because if you are here this morning, you are alive and well, and we are doing great, right? And we are already winning. So let me see who's in the building this morning. Good morning, Tiffany. Tiffany says she is blessed and highly favored. Yes, yes, yes. Patricia K, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today I missed your live because I had to get some stuff ready for my secret shopping experience on my Bubble Babes page. So I wanted to make sure I did everything. So I missed it, but I am going to catch the replay because I absolutely love your morning meditations. I love your morning lives. So everybody in the building, I want you guys to follow the Vibrous Company, because she goes on at about 6 o'clock in the morning, and she is just so inspiring and so welcoming. And I really enjoy her energy in the morning. So it's a great way to start your day. So if you're not following her yet, please follow her. She says, beautiful risings, believe in yourself, trust your abilities, and keep pushing forward with determination. You are enough, and your talents are valuable to the world. Absolutely. Keep shining bright. I love that. I love that. Love that. Love that. Good morning, Tina. Grand rising. And I have to say, Tiffany is the first one in the building this morning. So, hey. Good morning, Miss Sandra. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tiffany said, Patricia K, your live this morning gave me life. So happy I was able to catch you. I've been catching the tail end here and there, but today was so good. You started my day off right. Yes, I love it. Love her lives. Love her lives. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning. Good morning, Naomi. I'm awake, alive, and blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. I hope you are feeling better today. And it is Good Friday. And she said, good morning and good Friday, everyone. Good morning, Deltra. I'm blessed and glad to be here. We are glad you are here too. And cousin said, hit the thumbs up if you have not yet. You already know. Hit the thumbs up as soon as you walk in. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get my plaque by the end of the year. So I need to get 100,000. I'm almost at 20,000. I need to get to 100,000 so I can get my plaque. The faster, the better. Good morning, Michi. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tiffany, you took the words right out of my mouth. Patricia's live was on point. Don't you want to know how you feeling, cousin? Let's see. Hey, Miss Quell. Hey, Miss Quell. Yay, Latrice, happy you are on the mend and beginning to feel better. Yes, because I do not like her to not feel good. I need my cousin to be at her full capacity. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see that you are posting a lot, and I'm excited to see what's coming up with your new collect. Well, not your new collection, but your collection that you're working on. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. That's all good. Dr. Anthony White is in the building. Good morning, Dr. Anthony White. We will have Dr. Anthony White in on the 27th, and we are going to be talking about relationships and entrepreneurship. So it's going to be amazing. I absolutely love Dr. White, and you guys are going to love it too. Y'all like the raw spiciness, the realness. Dr. White's going to bring that to you. So make sure that you tune in on April 27th. And all of the information will be out soon. It's rainy here. It looks like it's about to be rainy here too. So it's cloudy, a bit nippy, 71 degrees. Okay, Naomi. Rainy today in the A. I need help with my basil plant. I trimmed the drying leaves this morning. I see some black on the tip on another leaf. Okay, so is it in a small pot? Because maybe you need to repot it with some different and get some different soil. Maybe it needs a different environment. We will discuss this. Hit me in the DM, Tiffany. Hit me in the DM, and we will talk about it and see what you can do to your to your basil. I don't know if you can put banana water in the basil. I don't know if that works for that. But I'm gonna look it up and I'll let you know. But just make sure you DM me and I'll tell you. I am blessed. Yes, yes, yes. Going to order some other garden things today to be delivered. Yes, come on, let's do this gardening thing. Yes. I'm blessed. That's right, Nietzsche. That's right. Thank you so much. Yes. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Betty Rose. I'm blessed and exhausted. We know. It's tax season for you. You'll rest after this, and we already know that. So you're gonna be good. You are going to be good. You almost done. You almost done. You're almost there. Good morning, Nene. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Good morning, Jasmine. Happy Friday. Good morning, Miss Lois. I'm blessed. You know it. You know it. Hey, Jazz, thank you so much for my website audit. I'm going to fix it up this weekend. You are amazing. Did you guys catch Jasmine yesterday on her live on not Facebook? She was live on YouTube. Did you guys catch her? Jasmine came to bring everything last night. She did audits on a few people's websites, and she just, showed you some things that could be tweaked and worked out, and, just to make it better. And it was amazing. So, yes, and yes, you guys, if you're not subscribed to Jasmine's YouTube channel, please go and subscribe. Hey, Jasmine Alyssa, go follow her. Is it Hey Jasmine Alyssa, or is it just Jasmine Alyssa? But Jazz, put your a link in the chat so that people can go and subscribe. Because if you want tips on how to improve your website and all of that, Jazz got you. Jazz got you covered. She got photography tips over there. She's really good. She's really amazing. I absolutely love her. Love her. She's amazing. So make sure you guys go and subscribe. Let me see. My chat was stuck for a second. Okay. OMG, y'all. Jasmine did my website audit and it was so good. If she is still offering the audit, y'all better get on it ASAP. I know she said that she's going to be doing it, I think next week or 2 weeks from now. And if you guys have not put your name on her list so she could do your audit, you need to go ahead and get it. You need to get it ASAP. I'm dragging to the finish line. It don't matter as long as you get there. Doesn't matter as long as you get there. You took the words out of my mouth. You got it right before I could finish typing. Nope, and I'm mad about it. I told her too. Yes, I missed it. You guys, y'all better turn on them notifications. Turn on those notifications. I was gonna tune in, but my eyes had other plans. I feel you. I missed it. Oh wow, a lot of you guys missed it. I made some changes, Jasmine. This is the channel. Oh yeah, click on her picture. Click on her picture. Jazz helped me with my website. The replay is live if y'all missed it. The next shop live is the week after next. Y'all better get in when you fit in. That is the absolute truth, because Jasmine, she did not come to play. She went through everything and she gave you some tips. Jasmine charges for her to do her Shopify in a day, Shopify in a week. Jasmine charges for these services. And so if if you were able to get in and just to make these tweaks, you need to go ahead and get them. And then if you want your shop to be more efficient, you can hire her to do the things. She said her schedule is open, and if you are looking, she's booking. Right? That's how I go, right, Jasmine? If you're looking, I'm booking. So if you guys need help with your Shopify store, send her a DM. The website is not finished yet, but send her a DM and she will get to y'all and help you get your website in order, because Jasmine is the truth when it comes to websites. I say she's the Shopify whisperer. First of all, I never ever, you guys already know, did not want to be on Shopify. I did not want to do Shopify at all, right? Jasmine, so come on over to the dark side. First of all, I'm on to Apple now. And now she's like, well, you need Shopify. You need Shopify. So I'm halfway there. Bubble Babes University is on Shopify, but Bubble Babes, the bath company, is on BigCommerce. So she was like, you need to migrate it over. So I'm thinking about it. So I just want you to know I'm thinking about it. Make finishing your only option. Yes, that's what you got. That's what you got for Betty Rose. You heard, Betty Rose. Make finishing your only option. That is from Dr. White, you guys. I missed it because I didn't see that she was going live until after it happened. Got you. I am so proud of you, Jasmine. Stepping up your game. I'm coming right behind you. Yep. Jasmine ain't playing. Jasmine ain't playing. Oh, she said I'm right. Okay, let's go. We got to glow all the way up, y'all. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. You are absolutely right. I'm about to send you mine now, Jasmine. Yes, if you guys want to be considered for her audit, make sure that you guys send her your website so that she can use it during her live. All right, so we are reading The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Everybody in here should have gotten the book, because I think I remember everybody in the room. So I think you all should have the book. But just in case, how many of you guys have the book? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you have The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. We are on chapter 5, but chapter 5 was a very short chapter, and we touched on it yesterday. And it's the 5 steps to a snooze-proof morning. So we touched on this already yesterday, but we are going to recap. Since it's the end of the week, we want to recap. I want to know what your key takeaways are. What are you going to change, and just how your miracle morning is going so far. So we're going to just do a check-in this morning, just a check-in. All right, and gonna watch the replay as well. Okay, I'm enjoying the book. I'm on chapter 3. All right, gonna work on your edits over the weekend about this. Okay, I'm caught up. All right, so mostly everybody should have the book, and we are on chapter 5. Is everybody caught up? I see Betty Rose says she's on chapter 3, but is everybody caught up with us and on chapter 5? I already read the book, so I'm coming back. Sometimes I reread my chapters or I re-listen to my chapters, because if I'm doing something else, I want to make sure that I caught the information, because sometimes I feel like I didn't. But our mind is a magical thing. And so a lot of the times when I think I'm not listening, when I need to recall the information is sitting in there ready for me to recall. So let me know if you guys are where you're supposed to be. Chapter 5. Let me know in the chat. Chapter 5. Yes, and yes. Is everybody caught up? And we could have read chapter 4 to 6, because I didn't realize how short the chapter was. But we definitely could have broke it down we could have definitely grouped up those chapters, because 4 and 5 was just like basic little, it's actionable, just something to do, actionable steps. That's it. Your purpose, and then your snooze proof morning. Yes. And did you guys download your PDF? It is free if you go to the link that I put in the chat. Did everybody download their PDF? Does anybody need to download it? Do I need to put the link back in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. Put a 1 if you download it. Put a 2 if you need me to put the link back in the chat. Let's go. Let me find the link first. I'm saying if you need me to put the link in the chat, and I gotta find it. Here it is. 1 sec. Let me grab this real fast. And I'll put it up here for y'all. Just in case, there's the PDF. It's about 10 pages. Download it, print it out, and then you will be able to answer the questions on the inside, right? So let me know if you need it. It's in the chat. It's in the chat. Grab what you need. Don't listen to something and then think you're going to remember it. We do that a lot. We listen to something, we consume things, and we think that we're going to remember, and we're not going to remember. It's just going to, we're going to remember it for a while, and it's going to go out of our heads. So make sure you grab your download. Grab it now so that you can print it out and work on it this weekend so that we can talk about it on Monday. Right? Because if you don't start executing things, your life is never going to change. Your life is going to always be the same because you're going to always keep repeating the same things over and over and over again because you're consuming information and you're not executing. You're not doing anything. You're not doing the work. So you got to commit to doing the work in order for this thing to work for you. Yes, yes, and yes. And I already told you, I have been experiencing lots of wonderful, positive things. I feel enlightened. I feel lighter. I feel like this is definitely by doing the work and doing everything every single day, I can notice the difference. I notice the difference. I notice the difference in my energy. I notice the difference in the way that I'm working. I notice the difference in my time management. I notice the difference in me getting the job done throughout the day. I notice the difference, right? And so I really want you guys to experience these things because you're always going to say, oh, it's not meant for me. It's not going to happen for me. But it can happen for you if you commit to doing things. Anything you want, you can have, right? But as long as you commit to doing the things that happen, but you got to commit. You gotta commit, right? I keep forgetting to print it out. I'm gonna print it out now. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm on chapter 6 now. Yes, this book is amazing. It's amazing. All right, so make sure you download this, and there are free resources that you can get as well. You can get the evening affirmations. You can get a portion of his miracle morning journal so that you can get an idea on how to write in your journal. And you should grab a book anyway for in your morning miracle. You should grab a book so that you can start writing what you're grateful for, or your goals, or just your thoughts. Maybe you want to script. Maybe you want to script your life. To me, I don't like to script. And I won't even say I won't like to script. I just have to figure out like how am I going to, how I'm going to do it. Because I just feel like sometimes I'm repeating the same thing in my scripting. And so sometimes if in my journal now, sometimes I'm scripting and sometimes it's me reflecting on my day or my week. And then sometimes it's just me being grateful. So sometimes it's just gratitude stuff. So it depends on what you want to do. And like I said, because I don't want to keep on repeating the same thing every morning, I feel like I'm saying the same thing every day. And so I have to change it. So that just helps me, but it may work for you. You may be that creative person that can imagine such an amazing life for yourself and with such great detail that when you write it, it change, it doesn't change, but you could just keep on elaborating on it and elaborating on it. And so that may work for you. So it's just up to you how you want to do it. So everybody, how are you enjoying the book? How are you enjoying the book? What are your thoughts so far? What are your thoughts so far on the book? Oh, and let me just grab that other link so that you can get the resources as well. Which one is it? Here it is. You guys said you couldn't click the link, so I'm going to take that off of there. And I'm going to add it to here. Yeah. Okay. So here's your freebies that come with the book as well that you can utilize so you can help yourself to do the task, to do the job. Yes, yes, and yes. All right. So what are your thoughts? Put them in the chat. Does anybody want to come on and join me? You don't have to turn your camera on, but if you want to say how you feel about reading the book so far, what changes have you been making, and what have you noticed? There I go. Okay, and what have you noticed? I want to know. I want to know. So put it in the chat, or you can join me live. If you want to join me live, I will put the link in the chat. The link in the chat so that you guys can join me if you want to talk through it as opposed to typing it. So let me know what you want to do. Let me know what y'all want to do. All right. So in chapter 1, right, we had to figure out what our purpose was, right? What's your purpose? Did everybody write their purpose? That's another thing. Write your purpose down. Put it where you're going to see it. Put it where you go, where you know, on your nightstand. Put it on your mirror. Put it in the bathroom. Put it on your laptop. Put it on the refrigerator. Put your purpose somewhere, because this is going to remind you why you're even doing this in the first place. This is going to help you stay motivated when you're not feeling motivated. This is going to help you when you don't feel like waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. This is going to help you when you don't feel like the reason that's going to be the motivation for you, right? So make sure that you have that somewhere so you could visually see it, so that you could do the work, right? So you could do the work, so you don't give yourself a pass, right? You don't need to give yourself a pass, especially if you know that you want to do better. You know that you want to have more. If you know that these are the things that you want, then you have to make sure that you are doing the work, right? Because the things ain't going to happen without the work, right? Faith without works is dead. You can say all the things that you want, but if you're not doing the work, ain't nothing going to happen, right? Nothing is going to happen if you don't do the work. Yes, yes, and yes. I know it was a double negative, but you still know what I'm saying. You still know what I'm saying. Does anybody want to join me for the live, or you can put in the chat what's your thoughts about the book, right? So your purpose should be written somewhere where you're going to see it. Let me see. I can't join. I'm working, but I noticed that I am doing better with I noticed that I'm doing better with doing the things I have to do, and stop procrastinating or making excuses. I'm holding myself accountable more now. Amazing. Amazing. Remember, nobody's going to check up on you and see if you're doing work, right? So it's all up to you. You have to be the person that is going to pull yourself up and say, you know what, we got to get this together. I want to be better, so I got to do better. Yes, 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 and yes. Everybody, let me know what you're thinking. There's people in the room. Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts are. All right. So we have what's your purpose, and everybody wants to live a level 10 life, but everybody's not doing level 10 work, right? And so we need to get to the level 10. We need whatever we need to do in personal development so that we can get to level 10. Those are the things that we need to start incorporating into our days, right? We need to make sure that we are reading more, that we are taking classes, that we are executing, that we are doing the work. If you know that there's some things that need to be done on your website, but you keep on passing it over because you're so busy and it never gets done. And I know I'm speaking from experience. I'm not speaking because I'm looking at somebody else. I'm speaking because I'm looking at myself, right? And you know things need to be done, but you just keep on saying you're too busy to fix them. Fix those things so that you can move past it. Fix the things, because they're always going to be broken if you don't fix them. So fix the things that need to be fixed and stop being so busy. Make the time to do the things that have to get done, right? We make time for the things that we want to do, right? If we make time, if you know that you're getting ready for vacation, you know that you're going to get all of the stuff done, and you're going to work in a crazy way, right? You're going to commit to staying up later, working longer or whatever, so that you can make sure that when you go on vacation, all of that work is done, right? But if we could do that for that, then why we're not doing that just period in life, right? Because we automatically assume that we have more time. We automatically assume that, oh, it's a small thing, we'll fix that later. No, it needs to be fixed. If you know it needs to be fixed, then fix it. Right. So let me go back up into the chat, up into the comments, and see what you guys are saying. Delta says, I can at the moment. It's okay. I'm getting more accomplished. I have a clearer mind. I've been on a hunt for my accountability partner, which has pushed me to network more. Okay. Okay. All right. I've been on my hunt for my accountability partner. You grab one of these, grab somebody in here if you want. Grab anybody want to be Deltra's accountability partner? Grab somebody right in here. Grab somebody. I think Patricia K would be a great accountability partner for you, Miss Deltra. I did my before and after section on my website. I was so happy. Great. That's awesome. Miss Deltra says, I sat at the table with some powerful people last night. Come on. Yes, Miss Deltra. Yes, yes, and yes. I have begun to I have begun to really let go of my little, okay. I have begun to really let go of my little negative, okay, my little negative voice and redirecting my thoughts and life, and the joy that comes with it has been so amazingly good. Gotcha. Get in the room and connect. All right, Tiffany. Tiffany needs an accountability partner. Let's go. Who needs an accountability partner? And somebody who is not going to let somebody get off the hook. You got to hold them accountable, right? You cannot just say, oh, okay, you didn't do it. No, you need to hold them accountable. They need to hold you accountable. That way you can get the thing done, right? It's not going to work if you sugarcoat everything. You're not going to get better if you don't get uncomfortable. And so you're going to have to get uncomfortable, and you're going to have to, if you say that you're going to do something, then you got to stick by it. Be of your word, right? Don't say something that you don't mean. And so find somebody who is going to hold you to it. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yes, Patricia would be a great partner. Let's do it. Okay. Good morning, Chef Deidre. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. Sorry I'm late, just got on. Thank you. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are reading the book, The Miracle Morning. We are on chapter 5 right now. There are a few downloads. Let me just grab these links so I can put it in the chat for you, just so you can, keep up with what we already said. I mean, you can scroll up, but you don't have to do all of that. I'm gonna grab it for you. So this is the PDF. We're going to fill that out during the weekend, and we're going to come back and discuss on Monday. And then there's also some freebies that came with the book, and some affirmations, a copy of a portion of his Miracle Morning Journal that you can use. They also have a community too, so accountability community as well. So if you're interested, there you go. If you're looking for an accountability partner, we are doing that right now. We're trying to find accountability partners so that everybody can be held accountable for the things that they want to do. Yes. All right. So the level 10 life, make sure that you guys are doing the work. I need an accountability partner as well. Tiffany says she needs an accountability partner. So Lois and Tiffany, you guys could be accountability partners if y'all get in contact with each other and grab each other and do what you got to do. All right. Also, how focused is your mornings? Are your mornings chaotic? Because if your mornings are chaotic, then your day is most likely to be as chaotic as your morning. Is your morning, are you centered? Are you planning? Are you calm and peaceful for your day? And then that means that that's going to translate through the rest of your day. So that is why we are creating the Miracle Morning. We are creating habits and rituals that we are going to consistently do every day that is going to contribute to us having a better life. Yes, 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 and yes, everybody. So focus mornings means you're going to have a focused day. Distracted mornings means you're going to have a distracted day. How do you want to operate? So chapter 2 is about inspiration and desperation. Those are usually the two ways that we come into being, and so what we decide that we're going to do for our life. If we're going to make any changes, it usually happens out of inspiration or desperation, right? And so either way is good. One is because you felt it and it just organically came to you. One is because you had no choice, right? Both ways work. There's just different ways that is going to stick, but they still will work for you, right? And so he also talks about him hitting rock bottom. He hit rock bottom twice. This when he had the very bad car accident, and also when he lost everything, right? And he said when he lost everything, that was worse than him having a car accident when his brain was fractured, his bones were broken. There was just so many things going on. His brain wasn't even functioning properly after that, because he lived through that accident, but he had some brain damage, but he trained his brain so that he can start remembering things and start working it the way it should be worked, as opposed to using I had a very bad car accident, I have brain injury, as an excuse as to why he is not going to think or be better. And so That's we don't have to wait until something major and bad happens to us in order for us to make these changes in our lives. We can actually make this conscious decision to start doing these things now. We don't necessarily have to get to that place, right? We know we want better for our lives, then we need to start doing better for ourselves, because it's only going to happen if we work on ourselves first in order for the things to happen on the outside. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. All right. So and then he also says, no matter how bad life gets, there's always a way to turn it around. And even if you can't turn it around immediately, you can change your outlook about, you know what I'm saying? You can change your outlook about how things are going, how they looking for you, right? Or your thoughts about it, or how you approach it, or how you speak about it. You know what I mean? Because there's always a way that you can take something positive out of it, right? Even though it may be dark, even though it may be something you don't want to discuss or whatever, it could be that, but there's always something that you could learn. There's always a lesson, and a lesson and a blessing, right? It's always something. So we can grab that and use that to move ourselves forward, to propel ourselves forward. Let me see. Ms. Lois Delcher and Patricia K, do y'all want to group up together? That would be great. That would be great. Go ahead, Tiff. We can do a chat in IG or Facebook. Yep, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. That sounds amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Grab somebody grab a hold of somebody and bring them together like a ponytail, right? Bring them together like a ponytail. All right. And so what else he said? Okay, so this is from Jim Rohn. Your level of success will really exceed your level of personal development, because success is something you attract by the person you become, right? And so listen, in that, you are able to become what you want to be, right? We look at people who have success, we look at people who is already, where we want to be, and we automatically think they had everything that they need. And everything is a process. Nothing just happens, right? You don't go from kindergarten to 12th grade. There's a process. There's things that have to happen. A seed don't go from seed to fruit, and you don't see the fruit in the seed, right? Because there is a process. Everything happens in due time. You have to know that you are going to be able to grow, but you have to learn that there is a journey in order for you to get there, because you're not just going to know what to do. Everybody in this room right now is learning. You're growing. Everything's going to always be evolving. As soon as you think you got your hand on something, as soon as you think you know something, something is going to shift. There's going to be a new app. There's going to be a new website. There's going to be a new situation. There's going to be there's always going to be something different that you need to learn and you need to make adjustments for. So you're always going to be evolving. And so we need to know that things are going to change, and you always need to commit to education. You always need to learn something. And I always say this too, and with creativity, if you don't keep your creative juices flowing, you're going to get stagnant, and then you're going to feel like, oh, I don't like this anymore. You got to continue to do different things that are going to give you that energy. You got to do other things that are going to make you feel good, that's going to make you work other muscles. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, okay, so my thing is soap making. So I don't just like to just make soap. Soap making all the time is boring, right? Especially because I can't be creative in making the beautiful bright soaps, because that's not what I'm known for. I'm known for my natural soaps. And so since I'm known for that, that's what I'm doing all the time, and it gets boring. So in order for me to get out of that, so I could feel like I'm still expressing my creativity, I got to do other things. So I'll be doing other things like making different products, making bath bombs, doing something else, learning how to do something else. I'm about to make some 420 bud, because I got that from Charisma's Candle Bakery from DC. I'm about to make that because, and I don't have wax melts on my website, but I just want to try it. I want to do something different so that I don't feel stifled, because you can get into that place. And then when you do get to that place, you are going to not love your craft anymore. So you have to make sure that you're doing other things to keep those creative juices flowing, right? So always commit to learning something different every day. Every day you can learn something different, right? And even if you don't get it that first day, try it the next day, and try it the next day until you master it. right? But every day, do something different for yourself. Every day, learn something different. If you say my miracle morning consists of meditation, prayer, working out, and then I'm going to spend maybe 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, to learning something different, commit to that. 10, 15 minutes. We sitting here usually thinking in our whole entire day, oh, I don't have time. I got to do this. I got to take the kids here. I got to do that. I got to do that. And we just thinking there's so much things that we got to do. But if you say, I'm going to give myself this amount of time and I'm going to focus 100% for this amount of time, you can learn whatever it is that you want to do, right? And people say, I don't have time. I don't have time to learn. You do have time to learn. You make time for what you want. You make time for what you want. And if personal development is something that is important to you, you are going to make time for you to learn different things so that you can be a different person. Yes, 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 and yes. Love what you're doing here on Facebook. Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's great. I just need accountability. Okay. All right. Yes, Tiffany, great idea. I would love an accountability partner. Do I need to catch up on the book first? No, the accountability part has nothing to do with the book. So you can, I guess, join the group with Tiffany, Deltra, Patricia K, Ms. Loyce. You could join the group with them, and you guys all hold each other accountable. Hold each other accountable. I love formulating new facial products. Right. And even if you don't add it to your website and you just give it to friends, maybe you'll add it later or something, but at least you're trying different things. You're learning about new ingredients. You're trying different formulas. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your mind fresh. Right. Anything that's not growing is dead. Right. And so you want to make sure that you are continuously growing in knowledge. Yes, 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 and yes. All right. So we already talked about level 10 success. You got to do level 10 work. You got to commit to level 10 personal development in order for you to get to the level 10, right? And it says, are you too busy to be happy? Is what I have in my notes, right? So we got to make time, right? We're not living the life of our dreams. They say when you're born, you can do and be anything, right? And then we become adults and we just live mediocre. We live mediocre lives. We just live in just complacency. We're not trying to move. We're not trying to do anything different. In our mind, we may want to, but the same thing, we doing the same thing over and over and over again. Our life is redundant. You know what I'm saying? We keep on doing the same thing over and over again, and nothing is changing, right? So we need to actively start changing things in order for these things to happen. If you want to live in a bigger house, you want success, you want a loving relationship, you want all these things, that means you are going to have to start changing yourself. The only way that these things are going to happen is if you change yourself. It's not going to happen. The environment is not going to change for you. People are not going to change for you. And even if a person did decide to change for you, they are going to revert back to the person that they were already, because that's who they are. They can't change for you. That means there's some things that you need to work on for yourself, because that means, how are you showing up? What are you doing? Right? What are you doing? So you need to make sure that it's something that happens inside. Your body's not going to change on its own because your mind said, let me change it. It's going to change when you decide that you are going to do the work. When you decide that you are going to do the work to fix it, right? That's when things are going to change. So everybody put in the chat, things change with me. Things change with me. Things change with me. Or it starts with me. Rather put that. It starts with me. It starts with me. Put it in the chat. We are on IG. What's your all? Okay. What's all your IG so I can add you? Got you. Everybody put your IG chats in your chats, your handles in the chat, please. Thank you. It starts with me. Everybody put it in the chat. It starts with me. It starts with me. In order for anything to change, you got to change. You got to change. It's got to be something on the inside. I don't care if you are in a relationship like, oh, that person get on my nerves. This person do this. This person, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But what are you doing? Right? What are you doing? They say that you got to start with your responsibility, no matter what, right? Everybody plays a role in something. So what's your role that you playing in this story, right? Everybody plays their part. And so it may be annoying to you, but what is your part in that? What's your role in that? What are you doing? We need to make sure that we are holding ourselves responsible for, the relationships and the things that we have. And are you putting yourself in a relationship with somebody who ain't worth anything? And then you mad? right? Why are you mad? That person was the same person. That person wasn't worth anything when you met them. So why are you mad that they haven't become anything? Right? How come you want them to do better and they don't want to do better for themselves, right? You can't make them change. They have to want to change. Period. Right? They have to want to change. You can't change them. Oh, I'm going to get them and I'm going to mold them into what I want them to be. That's not how it works. And even if it does work, it's going to work for a little bit of time and it's going to change. Is going to change. It's not going to stay the same because that person is inauthentic, right? And they need to be authentically them. And they are going to figure that out. And either they're going to be mad at you or there's going to be some, some struggle in a relationship, but it's going to be something, right? So we got to make sure that we are changing ourselves first. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so we have plan out your miracle morning. Write down why you started, why are you doing this, and what do you want to get from this, and what are you committed to do? Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself, because in order for this to be a habit, you got to make sure that you are committed, and you have to have a why. That you have to have a reason why you are doing this. Why do you want results? Why is it important to you, right? You need to know these things. And so, excuse me, so the things that we have here for his miracle morning, he did reading, sitting in silence for 10 seconds. 10 seconds, 10 minutes. Sitting in silence. And you don't have to do it the way he does it. I don't do my miracle morning in this order at all. Affirmations, visualization, looking at your vision boards, looking at your goals, journaling, or you could use gratitude or scripting, and exercise, right? These are the things. Motion creates emotion. Tony Robbins, right? So you have to do something. It has to be some kind of routine that you are going to create. Whatever works for you, whatever you said that you wanted to do and you don't do it, maybe that's where you should start. Right? Because you can do a little bit of that, and every time you do a little bit every day, you're going to start building on what you said that you wanted to do for yourself. So if you said, I wanted to read more, I wanted to walk more, I wanted to, and start incorporating that into your miracle morning, because you will be doing that a little bit every day. He says to do 10 minutes of each. I like to give myself a little bit more time, because I'll probably write and meditate for about 10 minutes. But if I meditate longer than 10 minutes. Pray, and I'm working out at least 25 minutes. I'm on the exercise bike for at least 25 minutes, so that I know I do my affirmations while I'm in the shower. But I do quite a few of the things, except I don't sit in silence. I do guided meditation. So it's totally up to you how you want to do it. Things change with me. Yes, it starts with me. Yes. Thank you for following everyone. Thank you following everyone. Okay, got you. All right, so stress less, be happy and inspired. That's what I have. Surpass any version of your past self. Stop looking at your past. Stop looking at the situations in your past and using that to be what's supposed to move you forward. It's not going to help you looking backwards, right? And that's the rear view mirror syndrome, right? It's not going to help you looking at the past. So start looking forward. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so also we have the 95% reality check, right? And that's because 95% of us are living mediocre lives. The 5% are living the lives of our dreams. The 95% is just living a life of mediocrity. Is that what you want for yourself? Do you want to just be going through the motions? Life is meant to be lived. We are meant to enjoy life, even though, and like I say before, I say all the time, I don't know what we have after this. I know what we have right now. So what's the purpose in living in this right now if you're not going to be happy? Be happy in every single thing that you have, right? Because we take for granted that we're going to have this next breath. I could breathe in and not breathe out one day. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know, if you ever choked, you'll know how much you wanted air. If you ever fell into a pool and you started struggling because you couldn't swim, you know how much you needed that air. And so we take for granted that we're going to have every single breath, right? And we're not. And so we need to make sure that in every single moment we find some kind of happiness. We have find some kind of some kind of balance that's going to give us the joy that we need, even if it's in a moment where it's dark or bleak. Even if it's in those times, we still need to be able to see that I'm here. I'm here. And the reason why I tell y'all to put I'm blessed in the chat every single time, because if you're sitting here with me and you're watching, you're doing just fine. Right? Because you're able to use your phone or computer, you have some internet service, your eyes are working, your brain is working, your fingers are working, you're breathing, your heart is pumping. There's so many things that's going on right now. And in that moment to be grateful for, right? And so you should never come on saying I'm miserable, because in that moment you are blessed. Right? You are blessed. And that's why we say every time you come on, put I'm blessed in the chat. I'm blessed in the chat, because as long as you put out the positive energy, you're going to keep on bringing positive energy back. And that's what you want, right? You want the vibrations to be high, right? You don't want to be miserable. I got a headache, and then, I don't know. This person's getting on my nerves, and this person did that, and this person did. Why do you want to be so miserable? Why do you want to be miserable? Right? And you could be miserable by yourself. And who you pissing off? Yourself. Why are you pissing off yourself? Why? Right? No need to piss yourself off. Be happy in the moment. I am amazed. I'm amazing. I am blessed. I am thankful. I am grateful. I'm alive. I have electricity. There was a time when we didn't have electricity. And I mean, just us as a civilization, electricity, we could just flip a switch and lights come on. We could just get on our phone right now. We don't have to wait for AOL dial up in order for us to get connection. We can talk to anybody all over the world if we want. We can show up anywhere we want. We can do anything that we want. We turn on the faucet and water comes running out, right? Kings and queens didn't have running water like this. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to realize that everything that we take for granted is a blessing. It's a blessing. And it's okay if you want more. It's okay if you want more, but still realize that what you have, you got to be thankful what you have first in order for you to be blessed with anything else, right? If you're not thankful for where you live right now, how do you expect to have that bigger house? How do you expect to have that better car? How do you expect to have that better business if you don't even appreciate what you have? It's okay if you want more, but you still can say that you are grateful for what you have right now, because these are the building blocks for what I actually want in my future. This is going to be, I'm driving this right now, but I see myself in my BMW truck and da 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 da, and it's just amazing, and I love it. The seats are amazing, and this car right now is blessing me to get to at point A to point B. I'm able to do all my errands. I'm able to do the things that I need. I'm able to even fill my tank up with gas, and I know gas is expensive. I'm able to fill my tank up with gas, and I'm still able to go wherever I want. So thank you, car, for taking me to my destination. Thank you, car, for blessing me, for getting me to where I want to go, and not saying, oh, this piece of junk car, this piece of you know what I'm saying? We need to be grateful. The more grateful you are, the more things come to you, right? The more blessings come to you. Yes, 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 and yes. I have an appointment. All right, Kay, have a good day. Have a good day. So we don't want to be the 95%. We want to be the 5% that is living the life that we want to live. Yes, yes. Yes. Okay. So most areas people struggle is in the book. It says physically, mentally, and emotionally, relationally, and financially. These are where people usually are stressed and struggling. We got to change the way we are looking at things. We have to change the way we're looking at things. And if you want to live an extraordinary life, it's not just going to happen just because you want it to happen, right? You want to live an extraordinary life, you are going to have to design it. You want to live an extraordinary life, you're going to have to do some work. Yes, you have to do some work for yourself. You have to do some work for your mindset, your mind, your heart, your soul set. You got to do work for everything that you need for whatever it is that you want. If you know you want to live in a bigger house and you are not great with your finances, then guess what? You got to start learning. That means you need to pick up a book. Profit First is a good one. You need to start picking up a book. You can actually get the spreadsheet, budget out your money. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things that you can do. If you can't get the book, maybe you need to write it down in a book, right? And see, okay, so I'm going to save a little bit of money here. This is going to be my big house fund, and I'm going to put money over there. Like, you just got to think about how you can creatively make these things work. Yes, it's not going to automatically just happen. You're not just going to have all the money you need for your down payment. What is the down payment? Um, you're not going to automatically have what you need, right? But you got to make sure that you are doing something that is going to contribute to that thing. Yes, doing something that's going to contribute to that thing. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. I'm blessed. So late, but I miss y'all. Good morning, Chantel. Been on vacation with the kids. Back to my morning schedule. Okay, I hope vacation was amazing. Yes, praise him. He's brought me a long way. Amen. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes. You have to be grateful for everything. Everything. Even when you feel like things are stacked up against you, you got to be grateful. You got to be grateful, right? Okay, so an extraordinary life has to be designed. We talked about the rear view mirror. 50 to 60,000 thoughts that we have every single day are the same. It's repetitive. It's on a loop. We discussed that. And so those thoughts are not serving you. So if in order for those thoughts to change, you need to change what you are putting on in adding to yourself, right? You need to change what you are consuming. You need to change the way that you see life. And in order for you to do these things, you need to create new experiences. You need to pick up some books. You need to take some classes. These are all of the things that you need to start doing so that you can have different thoughts in your mind. You're going to have the same thoughts if you keep doing the same things, right? You can't just, who is it? Deltra. Deltra said she was in the room sitting at the table with some powerful people. I bet that changed your mindset. I bet that changed the way you were thinking. I bet that changed your outlook. Just being able to have access to people that were powerful, that was outside of what you normally see and do, right? That made you start thinking different, right? That made you start thinking, I could have this, I could do this. I want to be in places like this. I want to be around people like this, right? Those kind of thoughts, those kind of situations are going to create a different thought pattern for you, right? And that's going to get you out of that loop, right? That loop of mediocrity, that loop of complacency is going to get you out of that. And so once you start experiencing different things, your mindset will start to change. Your mind, your thoughts, everything is going to start to change, right? So yes, yes, and yes, y'all. Yes, be grateful for everything. Every day when I journal, I start off with the things I am grateful for. Yes, bring great things to yourself, right? Bring great things to you. Next thing, bigger, get clear, and condition yourself to do the things that you need to do. Condition yourself to create the pattern that you need. Yes. Let me see. You are where you are as a result. Okay, wait. Where you are as a result of who you were. Where you want to go is who you choose to be from this moment on. Right? So it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. It's okay to give yourself grace because you didn't know better. But now, right here and right now, you know better, so you can do better. And so if you're going to do better, do the things that you need to do so that you can live that life, right? Living in alignment means that you're going to live with purpose, right? You want to make sure that it is like a magnet, that you are going to attract the things that you want and repel the things that you don't, right? Let it go. Whatever's no longer serving you, you got to let it go. If that's relationships, if that's jobs, if that's whatever that is for you, whatever is no longer serving you, is if it's behavior patterns, if it's toxicity, let it go. Let it go. Let me see. Every thought, every action, every choice determines who we are becoming. So you need to develop discipline for your extraordinary life. Yes. So in order for you to live that level 10 life, you got to be disciplined and committed to your level 10 self. And we need to also have urgency, because if you don't have, we don't know if we're going to have tomorrow, next week, next year. We don't know that, right? And so we don't want, let's say something did happen, right? And I really don't want to put that situation in anybody's head, but if something should happen and your senses are taken away, and you didn't do the things that you wanted to do in your life, whose fault is that? Right? So live your life to the fullest. Live your life to the fullest. Live every day like it's your last, and make sure that you have some urgency about the things that you want to accomplish. Have some urgency about the things that you want to accomplish. Yes. Don't live life with regret at all. Now is the time. You know better, do better. Do not live your life in regret. All right, draw the line in the sand and say today, we already said a couple of days ago, but this is the day that my life is changing. This is the day that my life is changing. I am no longer accepting mediocrity for my life because this is not what I want. Where my goals and the things that I want for myself is not in the land of mediocrity. It's not in the land of someday I'll, right? So where I want to be, I need to change that. I can't live in mediocrity. I got to live in extraordinary, right? And so in order for me to live in extraordinary, I got to do extraordinary things. And that is what I'm going to be committed to do. Okay. And that's what I'm going to be committed to do. And so I think we are all the way caught up on what was going on with the book. So you guys, what changes are you going to be doing in your life today? Today? What changes are you going to make in your life? And the last thing was hitting the snooze button. If you're hitting the snooze button, then that means that you don't want to live your life. That means that you are not ready to wake up. You know what I mean? So think about that when you hit that snooze button. I'm not ready to wake up. I'm not ready to live my life. I'm not blessed in this moment. My eyes woke up. I'm breathing. My eyes opened. I'm breathing. I could see. I could think. I could hear. I'm in my warm, cushy bed. Yeah, I would like to stay here, but I'm alive. I need to start the day. I need to seize the day. I need to seize this moment, and I need to get my behind up, and I need to shake a tail feather. Let's shake a tail feather because I need to get the job done. Because if I don't do the job won't get done. And so I know that I want better for me, and so I'm going to do better for me. Yes. All right. So what did you guys take away? I want to know what's your thoughts before we wrap up this morning. Before we wrap up this morning, I want to make sure that you guys are enjoying it. You got some things that you are going to take away with you, and you are going to start executing. So what is that for you? And I did a whole little recap on the Miracle Morning. So Chef, if you when you read it, you got the cliff notes. You got the cliff notes of the book. All right, everybody. Oh, and everybody follow me as well. So if I'm not following you yet, I will, but make sure you follow me and I will follow you. And that's at Bubble Babes, BABEZ University, and I will follow you. So let me know, y'all. And while I'm waiting for you guys, we are about to wrap up. We're getting close to the hour mark. And so if you are watching the replay, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, turn on your notification bell so you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. We also go live Thursday evenings when we have our live guests. If you would like more information about our live guests or anything that we're doing, you can follow us on bubblebabesuniversity.com. You can also join the Honor Society, which is our paid membership where you have access to free classes, our accountability group, downloads, resources, all kinds of information is in the Honor Society. So if you would like to join that, that's available to you too. It is $19.99 right now per month. And yeah, so let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. All right, so what chapter are we on in the book? We are on chapter 6 now. We're on chapter 6. But also, I want you guys to download this PDF so we could discuss it on Monday. Have a great weekend, cousin. Have a great weekend. All right, y'all. So y'all quiet on your thoughts on the book. You're probably typing. You're probably typing. I really enjoyed this book. Patricia said there's a book after this. It's called what is it? Did you say The Miracle? Let me look it up. The Miracle. How? No, right. The Miracle Morning. I think you said The Miracle. I think it's The Miracle Experience. It's The Miracle something like that. If she's in here, put it in it. Okay, here she goes. The Equation. The Miracle Equation. Okay. Oh, and it popped up. So it says, I'm looking at it right now. The Miracle Equation. Let me grab that. Oh, and I'm grateful that y'all are grateful for me. Okay, cousin. Okay, cousin. Looking forward to it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna catch up. And where's the PDF? Um, it's in the chat, but I'll put it here so that you don't have to scroll up and grab that. But yeah. Okay, so it's in the chat. Cousin is a whole hot mess. Expectations. Okay. All right, y'all. So I didn't see too much of any of the changes, but you guys commit. Okay, there we go. Come on, Miss Lois. There we go. Commitment to your new self. Absolutely. This is a new and improved. This is you 2.0, right? Let's get it. Let's go. We have everything that we need to be successful. We have everything that we need to be happy. We just got to make sure that we are going to make sure that we are going to be happy. We have to commit to being happy. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are wrapping up this morning, but I love and appreciate you, girl. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to get your book, The Miracle Morning. And that's it, you guys. So have an amazing day, have an amazing weekend. Make sure that you download your PDF so we can talk about this on Monday. And I have to get ready because the Babes Kept Secret is open now. And so I have to make sure I'm monitoring my situation because it's a whole VIP experience. So I got to make sure that everybody is maneuvering the website and everything's working well for them. So, and also got to make sure I send out the emails and stuff like that. So I got to get it together. I got to get it together. Sorry, long morning working from home. Oh, okay. All right. So everybody have an amazing day. I will see you guys on Monday. God willing, I will be here on Monday and I will see you guys on Monday. And I want to say that I appreciate you and I value your time and I appreciate you spending your hour with me this morning. I hope that something that I said resonated with you today. And I know that this is an investment that you are never going to get back. So I hope that it was some value in this for you. I appreciate you guys for joining me this morning. And I will see you guys, especially if you're on following me on Instagram or anything else. I will flood your timelines because that is just what I do to inspire you and motivate you. And you guys have an amazing and a blessed day. And Chef, I hope to see you next week. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the BIB. The BBU tribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We appreciate you and we will see you soon. Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend.